Hey guys, Reginald Duck here today. Got another deck profile for you. It's an updated subterror list now with the inclusion of the Numeron engine. I think the engine's really great in the deck, adds a lot of power and also a lot of draw power to the deck, so I'm really excited to show it off for you. So enjoy. So for the main deck we've got a very similar lineup of subterrors as before. So obviously 3 Subterror Guru. The reason to play the deck, it's actually a fantastic card and doesn't conflict with the Numeron engine at all. Got 3 Subterror Fiendess, again really great card, one of the best archetype hand traps can negate monster spell or trap, so that's really great. Then 1 Subterror Behemoth Umastrix. I still really like this card. I mean, it gets over a lot of problem cards, means it can be bricky, but it also makes winning a lot easier passing your certain monsters. And the fact that its attack and defense combined to 4/7 is always really nice. Then for the last Subterror monster, got 1 copy of Nemesis Archer. It's really great, gets you to your Guru when you need it, and helps get rid of problems again. Really great card. And now, just got the 2 Numeron wall. I never found I needed the 3rd. There's already obviously a Terraform, and you've got the 3 copies of Network. So I only found I ever needed 2 of this because I didn't want to brick on too many copies. And then just got 2 copies of Effect Veiler. I'll play the 3rd in the side. I just think 2's enough because we are also playing Impermanence, so 2 Effect Veiler. And then onto the spells, we've got 3 copies of Hidden City. Really great card. If you open this, it really sets up your game, just helps you sort of get the value out of your Guru turn in, turn out. So really great, you have to play 3. And then for the other field spell, I'm playing 3 copies of Numeron Network. Again, really great, just sets up the entire F0 play. The Zexal guy is really obviously broken. This is a 1 card Zexal, and if you have another card in hand, you also get to draw 4 cards. Get rid of them as well. So I'm actually playing 3 copies of Memories of Hope. So I'm not playing Extravagance in this build, because this is more of a sort of sacky build where you're just trying to resolve power cards. So if you resolve the network, then this goes off and you draw 4 cards, which is essentially an auto win. I know the Zexal can be anyway, but this is really nice, helps get you to your back row and stuff, and helps you see that Subterror engine because it is a very small engine. So 3 copies of Memories of Hope. 3 copies of Called by the Grave. You don't want to get ashed because ash is horrible against this deck on like a Hidden City, so you want to be able to make sure your Hidden City goes through as much as possible. So 3 copies of Called by the Grave. Playing just the 1 Numeron Calling. I've seen a lot of people play 2 and I have no idea why, because you can activate it from deck, but if you dead draw it you could just play it. I honestly don't know why people are playing 2 of this card, so just the 1 of those. The last spell is 1 copy of Terraforming. Can grab whichever field spell you don't have, so just really sets you up for whatever you need. And onto the traps, we've got 3 Solemn Judgment. Still think this is the best trap in the game. Obviously got like evenly matched and stuff, but in like proper trap, this is the best by far. And then you've got 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence, another contender for the best trap in the game. It's a hand trap that's essentially unstoppable, apart from like red reboot and stuff, but can't be called by the grave, can't be gammered, can't be anything. This card will almost always negate something. So again, really great. And then I'm playing 3 Dogmatic Punishment. I think this card's really great in control decks because you're obviously getting so much value out of it, destroying 2 cards for 1. So, and there's really not much to play in the extra deck, so you might as well, just load up on this. Just the 2 strikes, because this is already over a 40 card deck. I just wanted to make room for the new Dogmatica card because I think it's really great, so just cut this down to 2, but I wanted to keep the Judgment, in case like Lightning Storm, evenly matched, all that rubbish. And then just the 2 Final Battle. I did play 3 in my other build, but again, really struggling for space in this one, so I wanted to cut down as much as I can. And lastly, I've got 2 copies of There Can Be Only One. Still one of the best Floodgates the game's ever seen. So oppressive, can stop your opponent link summoning, and it doesn't really affect you at all, so again, fantastic card. So that's it for the main deck. And for the extra deck, it's a very standard sort of Numeron package, so 1 number 1, 1 number 2, 1 number 3, 1 number 4. I mean, if you're not seeing the theme there, you should probably, watch something else. And then lastly, you've got the 1 Utopic Zexal. So, really great. You want to play all 4 pieces, even though it only requires 3, because the Memories of Light will give you an extra draw. And then you don't have to play it if you don't have the Memories of Light, so you're not walking into Nibiru all the time. For the synchros, we've got 1 copy of Omega. It's really good to send off the trap card, the Dogmatic Punishment. Can help you get like Gurus back in deck, or let you put, Fiendesses back and whatever else. 2 Wind Pegasus at Ignista. It's just a worse version of Entis, but I'm already maxing out on Entis. I know I'm playing more copies of this than I am of Punishment, but there's really nothing else to play. 3 copies of Entis. I think this card might get banned, if I'm honest. Be another Elder Entity banned, But again, great card. The fact it's got 2/5 attack is ridiculous. It means that the Punishment can destroy basically any monster, and then this can just clean up whatever else they've got. 1 copy of Nightmare Cerberus. You don't really link in this deck, but you've got to play something in your next deck, haven't you? 2 Phoenix. Again, there's really nothing to play in this extra deck that I can think of. And then lastly, got 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn. And now onto the side deck, we've got 3 copies of Nibiru, the Primal Being. Arguably the best hand trap right now. I just really like it. I don't really like maining it because at my locals there's not that many combo decks, but when you're against a combo deck, this is the card you need. Just the 2 copies of Ash, because it is good, but there are better hand traps this format. Then you've got the 3rd copy of Effect Veiler, so you main in 2, you side the 3rd, because it's really important to have enough effect negation. 3 copies of Lightning Storm. This deck struggles going 2nd, so you want 3 copies of this. 3 copies of Twin Twister. Again, same, you just want to be able to blow out your opponent. And then lastly, you've got 3 copies of Evenly Matched. Right guys, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.